Hi, good afternoon. This is Dolores from Getting Gigs, and today I'd like to talk to you about 4 side hustles that you can do from home, where you can do surveys that pay a little bit more than the average regular survey site. If you can go ahead and hit that like and subscribe button, I would really appreciate it. Now, the 4 websites that I'm going to share with you today are 3 of them I use on a regular basis, and the fourth one I'm signing up for again because I haven't used it in a while. But 3 of them I use on a regular basis, and I'm going to go through each one of them and tell you like how it works and what your potential money making you can get from each of these sites are. Let's begin with the first one. The first one is Prolific. This one you're going to do. I'm going to put the link to all 4 of them down below. This one you're going to do get paid to participate, and then what will happen is you're just going to do start earning. And then it's going to ask you to tell us about yourself. You're going to, put your first name, last name, email, hit next. And then, like, you're going to have to fill out some demographic information for this one. You're going to have to do that with all 4 of them. Now, but for this one, what will happen is there's most likely you're going to get to the point. Like, I'm not going to do all this now because I've already signed up and I'm already working for them. It's going to get to the point once you sign up for them, you'll probably get an email saying that you're put on a waiting list, or it might come up right away. But I'm going to tell you that it's worth waiting for. Go ahead and fill it out. Get put on the waiting list. And the reason that I say this is because a lot of the surveys that are done from here are done through like for companies like Stanford University, Nugget AI, Google, Cancer Research of the UK. There's like a lot of different research companies do the surveys on here, like for them to finish their survey. I mean, like their thesis or whatever. They're doing paper. They're doing analytical research, and they need people to answer those questions. So they're looking for particular people to fill out their information so they can finish their research for. So like there's like a lot of background questions that they'll ask you. It's not personal stuff like for each of the surveys that they do. They're not going to ask you for your name or your address or anything like that, but they'll ask you, do you have this condition? Do you have that condition? This condition? And everything remains anonymous, and you just fill it out and send it in. Like you just press the submit button. And like a lot of these ones that are on here, you get paid instantly. What I mean by that, the money goes into your cart as soon as you're done. They do have some that you have to wait up to 21 days for, but I found that a majority of them, more than half of them, you get paid right away and you'll see it in your wallet. And the ones that you do have to wait for, Prolific has it where if they don't pay after certain days, that they either have to pay you or tell you why they haven't paid you. So they're really good about that on this website. I use this website on a regular basis because the surveys on this website pay more money. And those surveys on this website are interesting to me. They're not like, sometimes you go to the survey websites and they'll say, oh, you can't cash out until you reach $10. And then you do all those little surveys and you'll never reach $10. You never can cash out. This is not one of those sites. Like they have a minimum of $6 for cashing out, but you'll reach that $6. You'll reach it easily. They have enough surveys out there to do it. Like they have smaller ones, yes, they do have those smaller ones, 15 cents, 20 cents, 30 cents. But this one, like I feel like the ones that I get on here for those prices are not shady surveys. And if you've ever done surveys, you know what I mean. Like there's some shady websites out there where you do the survey, you're like, what the heck is this? What am I answering here? Like, am I even gonna get paid? This one, you don't get like the shady ones. Like I don't feel like they're shady. Like they come from more reputable companies. And what happens is if like somebody reports a company on here, Prolific takes it serious. Like if somebody reports like, hey, this guy's asking these type of questions and they're only paying this amount of money, Prolific holds these companies accountable, and if they feel like a company shouldn't be on there, they remove them. They don't allow them to do their survey, like put surveys out there for that company anymore. So I like Prolific for that reason, and I like the fact that you can make a decent amount of money on here when they have surveys out there to do. And like right here, it says find participants and AI taskers. And so recently, like they've had AI tasks out here that pay a little bit more money. And they come and go, like they come and go, but they pay a little bit more money. So I like Prolific. I look at that one every single day. I'll put the link to all four of these down below. The second one that I use on a regular, like I signed up for this one a while ago. I stopped using it for a while because I don't know, like when you have a regular 9 to 5 job, like stuff like this, sometimes you want to do it, and sometimes you just don't care. But now that I work mostly from home, like I only work from home now, and I do side hustles and gigs. This is one of my ones that I check on a daily basis to see if there's anything out here I can do. And the reason I do that is all the ones on UserTesting's platform, all the ones that you do on here are either $4, $10, 30, or 60. Like there's like it's usually I usually do only the $10 ones. I've done a handful of the $4 ones. I've never done any of the $60 ones. And I'll explain the $60 ones in a minute. But first, I want to show you how to sign up. You would just go here and press Start Here, and it'll give you a page. But like here, you'll see they're also affiliated with UserZoom and Enjoy HQ. I just wanted to point that out. So for user testing, you just press Start Here and say, I want to make money online and get paid to test. So you go ahead and press that. And then it tells you, try the ultimate side hustle. It's easy, it's fast and simple. Share your perspectives on products and experiences and make money online from the comfort of your home. So this website and the other two after this one, they're all different from Prolific in the way because Prolific is more like research studies and AI studies. These other three, the user testing, the UserLytics, and the what's it called? UserBrain. Those three are more like, here's this website. What do you think about this website? This is our prototype. What do you think about this prototype? That's these three types of websites that I'm going to go over right now. That's what they're more about. They're a little bit different than your average survey, like in terms of like they're not really, like they're categorized as survey websites, but they're not really surveys really. You have to take a little survey to get into the testing, but it's really not a survey. Like you're actually reviewing stuff on these. You're doing a review. So for this one, how like that'll tell you how it works. You apply, you browse, you test, and you make your money online. That's their basics of it. But really, how it works is this: you apply, you submit your email. You're gonna go ahead and apply. You're gonna hit your email and get started. I don't know if they still require. Yeah, they do. They do have you do a practice test on this one. The practice test is you take a video with audio, and like they'll give you something to record. You record it. They tell you whether or not you passed or not, and then if you pass, you start getting the ones that you can do to get paid off of. I will say this: have your background clear, where you can see it, and talk at a normal speed, and have your volume up to the right pace, and then go ahead and get started. And then, like if you pass, then you'll start getting them on the regular. Now, for this one, what will happen is then you'll start getting studies like on the screen. You'll hear like a bling noise. Like if you have it up on your computer, you'll get a ding noise every time you get a new study. And then you can actually do these from your mobile phone. They'll have some that you can do from your mobile phone, which is cool. And then the other ones are on the website. They have them in different dollar increments. Like there's like $4, $10. I could have swore I saw 30 before, and $60. The $60 ones I kind of don't do because they're more or less like you have to schedule an appointment for them, and then it's more like an interview with somebody, like you do back and forth for 60 minutes. Do you pay that $60? I don't do those because I don't have the time commitment to schedule that $60. Like that time slot. Like I don't want to have to schedule it, so I never do any of those. But I do a lot of the $10 ones. But this one, like you're not gonna get a lot of them like each day. Some days I get two or three, and some days I get four, and some days I get one. Like, and every once in a while you get none. But if you add it up, by the end of the month, you could make easily $300 or $400 off of here. So it's a good little side hustle to do. I use it to pay towards my car note. money, like, just put it towards my car. That's all I do. This is why I use this one. Put it towards my car. I like this one a lot, though. I mean, and I just think it's interesting because you get to look at like a Macy's website or this website, or I'm just saying Macy's out loud, just random, and see how do you like this? Do you like this? Would you prefer this? Would you prefer that? It's interesting. So the next one is UserLytics. This one is very similar to user testing, but this one you're going to get less on this one than you do on user testing. What will happen is on this one, you just do get paid to test. I'll put the link to all of them below. Get paid to test. Then you put your email address. Say I'm 16 years or older. Agree. Set up the terms. You agree. You submit. They're going to have you insert some demographic information about yourself. You're going to have to do a test one on this one. Just like on user testing, you're going to have to do a test on this one. There's a video and audio, same thing. This one, instead of you going to your website, checking all the time, they'll actually send you emails when they have a test that you might be qualified for. Then you get the email, you log in, you take the little screener, like 2 or 3 questions. If you do qualify, good, you get to record and you get paid. Like the last one I did for them was like for $15. It was a couple days ago. You don't get the emails that often, and when you do, you do. And if you qualify, you take it. I don't use like this one. I don't sign in regularly. I just wait till I get an email and they tell me I have one to do. I'll put the link to this one down below too. Now the last one is UserBrain. Now this one I had signed up for them a while. Like I'm gonna get paid to test. I signed up for them a while ago, but I honestly I failed that test. Like I don't know why I passed it on user testing and UserLytics, but I couldn't pass it on UserBrain. But I do believe it's because at the time I was doing it, like I had I don't know, noise in the background, because I have planes that fly over every once in a while. There's dogs that bark near me. There's kids that have neighbors. Like I don't think they heard me, or something happened with the audio or video where they couldn't hear me right. So I passed. Didn't pass the qualification test the first time, and I kind of didn't care. I didn't go back and do it again. I don't know why. But this one, I'm going to do it again, probably within this week. I'm going to sign up again. But it's the same as the other two, user testing and UserLytics. You sign up, you get the little surveys to do, and then you get paid by PayPal. You get paid by PayPal on this one. Like the other two, I get paid by PayPal as well. Actually, all of them I get paid by PayPal. But this one right here is the only one of the four that I actually haven't made any money on yet. But I'm putting it in here because it's one of the ones that is similar to the other two of the other ones, user testing and UserLytics. Anyways, between the four of them, like if you can make three, and three, what's that? $1,200 a month. But realistically, UserLytics, you're not going to make $300 a month. Maybe about 100 if you're lucky. User testing easily can make $300 a month. Prolific, easily 300 or more. But prolific, I will say this: when you start, you get the lower ones, and as time goes by, and they see that you haven't had any rejects or you're doing well, you'll start getting the ones that pay a little bit more. So this one is one that it's like you do well, you get better studies. Like you get better ones. They give you better ones to do. That's the way I feel about prolific. But I like prolific. I do that one every single day. Anyways, this is Laura from Getting Gigs. I'll put the link to all four of them down below. Till next time. Thank you.